Having a right mindset is very important when it comes to learning. But unfortunately, a lot of people use the wrong mindset or sometimes even negative mindset when they start the learning. So, what I mean by that is a lot of times when people begin the learning process, they start with this mindset that learning equals to pressure. Now, this could happen for a number of reasons, but if you have the belief that learning equals to pressure, what might happen is you might find that the information that you're learning at that moment is boring. Now, here, is very important. The information in itself might not be boring, but because your mindset says that, oh, I'm having a lot of pressure in doing this, you can make the information boring. Now, when you find it is boring, obviously you will find the information difficult to digest, difficult to comprehend, difficult to even focus when you're learning. And then what happens is you will have less interest in that subject or in that area. And that is the reason why you might get poor results. Now, it doesn't stop here. What happens is if you're continuously learning a specific thing and you're getting poor results, what happens is you tend to stay away from learning that thing even more because it's not been a rewarding experience so far. So again, it doesn't stop here. This cycle keeps on going and going and going, and that is not a good cycle to be in. So what you need to do is very obviously is to change your mindset, and I'm going to give you some ways of how you can do that. But here's the magic of what happens if you change your mindset to a positive mindset. What I mean by that is when you're starting your learning process, start with the belief that learning equals to pleasure. When you do that, exactly the opposite thing happens. You'll have more fun, you'll find it to be easy, you have more interest in that area, and of course, you'll get better results, which leads you to look forward to more learning opportunities in that subject, in that area, in that field. Now, again, it doesn't stop here. This is a good cycle to be in. There are a number of ways of how you can go from the red zone to the green zone, but here are three simple ways of how you can do that. Number one, do not separate learning and taking action into two different projects. What I mean by that is a lot of times, many people, when they're learning, they're only learning, they're only learning. Sometimes it could be for days, sometimes it could be for weeks, and they're not taking any action because they have this mindset that, okay, first let me learn everything and then I will take action. Now, the problem with that is you will not get the results simply because learning and implementation, learning and taking action must go hand in hand. So, my mantra for that is learn a little, immediately apply the principles. So, you will know whether this information is working for you or not. And if it is not working, you can actually go back and change your ways and again come back and take some action. So, the first thing is combine learning and taking action into one project. So learn a little and apply a lot. That's number one. Number two is use the power of visualization to your advantage. Now, you know that the brain remembers pictures better. So if there's a way of how you can convert the information that you are learning into some kind of a picture, it becomes very easy for you to remember and retain the information for a long time. In fact, I created a whole video on the power of visualization and how you can use it in learning. So click the link in the description and you can watch that video. And number three, use the power of association to make learning into a fun process. Now, one of the best ways your brain learns is by connecting the information that you are learning with something that you already know, because that actually helps you to learn fast and also helps you to retain the information for a long time again, just like visualization. So again, I've got another video and you can go down below and click the link and you can actually watch my video on association. So the three things are number one, integrate learning and applying into one project. Number two, use visualization. And number three, use the power of association. And that is how you can go from the red zone to the green zone. And that is how you can learn more, you can learn fast, and most importantly, be able to benefit from what you're learning because now you're not just learning, you're actually having fun. And more importantly, you're taking action on what you're learning and you are getting the results. So if you like this video, click on the like button. And to learn more, you can click the links in the description for watching more videos and also to check out my online courses about how you can supercharge your memory and learning power both for adults and students.